this woman has got the biggest heart of any person that I've ever worked with. She cares more about people than just about any person that I've come in touch with in my life. When you think about special human beings that will sell out, that will go like to the end of the earth for other people's success, this is who that woman is. She's a focused woman. She's a driver. She gets stuff done, and she does it with a heart of gold. She's the first 1-star platinum in the company. And you can tell just from the smile in that picture, you know, how much this woman cares about people. And we are so blessed to have her here leading this company. Apologize for the wrong introduction there. Hopefully I got it right now. Jen, forgive me. Over to you.
That's okay. I love it. That's what this is all about. And I thought, I was like, I love all those things about Rhonda too. So, hey, it's all good. We're leading with great people. We just got to dream build with you, Mr. Nick Sarnicola. So thank you for your time on a Saturday, teaching all of these guys to dream about that $50,000 mark of what to go get and give. You guys, that is powerful. So thank you, Nick.
My pleasure.
All right, you guys, and it looks like I have control of the screen now. So here's the deal. You can be a top leader and not have the best technical skills. So that piece, I'm going to just say up front, if something goes off with the slides, we're going to make it work. But you guys, today I have the honor and privilege to talk to you guys actually about the Live List. And so I don't think I have control of the slides though. Let's see, Anna, I'm going to have to, unless I can just, I don't. It says I have control of my, oh, there we go. Can we forward one more? Okay, so thank you. Okay, so here's the two things I want to talk about in the next brief 20 minutes. There's two things. Once you say, yes, I want to promote this brand, I want to actually take this to the marketplace. Number one, you have to have your own personal ownership. And then number two, I'm going to talk to you about actually teaching others, because in order to get to that mark that you guys are all wanting to get to, we're all striving to, is that 3-star platinum level. And that means then you have to be able to share that and teach that. But first comes first. We have to look at our own Live List. You know, we talk about, I'm just going to give you the basics. When people say, Jen, what do you do? For those of you guys, I get this question a lot. What do we do? We help people take their bucket list and turn that into a Live List. Is that a normal conversation? Yes or yes. Like, that's a normal thing you say. A lot of people, so you have to have your what do you do in less than, you know, a quick minute. And so people always ask me, what do? I help turn people's bucket list into a Live List. And then they kind of look at me and I'm like, do you have anything that you want to do or go before you kick the bucket? And so then they're like, oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what I say I do first. You have to take personal ownership of mastering that piece. Like, what's your elevator pitch of how you do that? And then second, you guys, you want to master the Live List details. So if any of you go into, you know, your own job, or you go to college, or whatever it is, you have to actually know the things in the job description. And so the only two things we do is we either talk about the list, because that's the hook, and then Rhonda's going to do an epic job with the membership in just a bit. But those are the things you really have to understand, you guys, and that's about making sure you know. So if you can really get clear on mastering the Live List details on at least a couple places you want to go, so that you kind of always have 3 places. So right now, if you could put in the comments one place, like I know Nick had you guys mention like Bali, Bora Bora, going to the moon, like where are the places on our actual Live List, one personal, and then you're going to a national festival. Those 2 things, can you please master the details of on the list, what it is? You know, and a tip that I do is I actually just keep mine printed of like the pictures of where we're going. And then I keep 3 to 5 details of what it is where I want to go. So I see Anne says London and the Caribbean. Awesome. So Anne would want to put, you know, she would want to know, we're going to London for 5 nights and 4 days. There's only 21 spots left to activate that trip. So once you start knowing the details, it will help you fear of loss. Did you guys see that almost 700 people are already saying yes to go to the Caribbean? What does that mean to us? That means we didn't even know the details. We just got excited about it, right? Know the benefits of attending the Live experiences. How many of you guys have had an amazing experience here at Live? So for me, my favorite one so far, I'm just going to say, was going to the Oscars. And that event was, one of the perks was getting shut down the back lot of Warner Brothers Studios. I couldn't even believe that we got to have the whole thing set up just for Liv and be able to go, and there was food trucks, and we got to go on the sets and watching, you know, so benefit to me of attending a Liv experience over any other experience is I'm a mom of 2 little boys, and I get to be a shower-upper. And that, I can't even tell you, to be busy and know that the benefits, a Liv experience is gonna save me time, it's gonna take the pain of planning out of it, and then I just have to be someone that gets to show up to the event. And that is a huge thing. I also get to know that it's going to be planned for me and that everything on the Liv list portions is optional. If I don't want to go to the night activity one night, I don't have to. But if I do, it's already planned. So know the benefits of why Liv is taking the pain out of traveling for other people, and then choose for yourself one personal event that you're going to be going on. Put that in the chat box for you guys, or shout it out if you're with your friends. Where is one personal place on the list you're going to go this year? And then, of course, we're all going to Cancun together. So let's see. And Ron, I can't. Oh, okay. And so look at this. So here's what I wanted to tell you guys. You have to use the fear of loss. There is only 183 spots left. So if you're in a living room and you haven't pledged yet, you guys, you want to make sure that you're coming with us on the trip. So you need to be able to use that sense of urgency that there's only so many spots left to be able to educate people on where you're going to go. You're going to save time on this. You're going to save money because there's no pain in pledging. Now I'm going to read you a testimony from Jason Foss. So shout out to Jason Foss from North Carolina. He says, you guys, listen. There's no pain in pledging. You can pledge with literally no money out of pocket. Most of you guys did that for Cancun. So remember that. There's no pain when you pledge now. Our corporate team and owners took the pain out of that every month until we experienced it. You hit pledge, and then your membership every month is going to then, as your coins renew, it's automatically applying those to the Liv list. You guys, if you're running a business and you're teaching people, there is no pain to them literally every month if they're just allocating their coins that they're going to go help others to be able to do that. So it's like one of those things, your willpower, you're not choosing over something else you love. You're like, all I do is set it and forget it. My membership is allocated for this. And therefore, you now get to pledge and then show up to the places that you actually want to go. So so now the bigger part comes. Once you master where you're going to go, the details of the list, how to use fear of loss and urgency, that there's only this many spots left. You also want to use those closing out events because there's only a few, you know, as they close, they won't get to go on that trip until another year from now. So that's our Liv list. There's incredible trips on there. One, pick a place you're going to use it. If you can get laser focused on personally 2 ways that you're going to promote this list. Number 1, you should have already had a grand opening, which is your own Liv meetup. You're going to learn from Ron Cool in just a little bit about how to actually run a meetup in person, a virtual, or at a home meeting, right? But you got to pick 2 that you're going to use consistently so that every week you're actually promoting your business, because we're in the business of once we do it ourselves, now we turn around and we teach others. Because if you want to get to that, you know, $50,000 a month beachfront property, being able to do that, you now have to turn around and teach other people what we do as well, which means pick a couple things. Are you going to use Instagram? Are you going to use those carousel pictures? What's awesome is that already goes into our book already. If you use the carousel pictures, you could even do a carousel of step 1, pick a location. Step 2, next picture on Instagram. What are we going to do in London? We're going to go to, you know, have a theater experience, go to the top building in London. And then what are we going to do? Step 3, you could totally take a carousel picture of those on Instagram or on Facebook and promote your list that way. You could do the same thing on Instagram or Facebook stories, or you can just have a meetup. Do exactly what you're doing right now. Have people to your house and share with them the list and actually preview the 40 experiences that are currently on the list. New ones will be added. But when you do that, hey guys, which ones do you want to go to together? So pick how you're actually going to do that. And I have never seen something like this where retention, when are we going to Cancun, you guys? When are we going to Cancun? We are going in March. So how many months is that from now? Like, that is our retention. So if I'm a business member and in like health and nutrition, which is where I came from, people only stay on that a couple months oftentimes. Here, they're going to stay on membership, which is our business model. They're going to stay on membership until they go on their trip. And then once they go on their trip, they're going to be out of their mind excited because these are once of their lifetime trips, that they're going to pick another trip from there. And they're going to learn the value of our live list and the benefit of being on there. And then they're going to want to continue and do the same thing. So those are the main things. You'll also want to realize, like, you guys, here's what you want to know. If there's already the chance of seeing that our trips have sold out. I mean, Machu Picchu sold out like within a couple of days. Rhonda and Tony did a great job with their team being able to sell that out. Greece for 4 days. Iceland is about to happen. Show pictures from those events, you guys, and show people that they can join the wait list. But the chances are that they will be next year, but at least get them on there. And then overcome the pain of their, of their objections. Listen, these are stories of people who've already gone on them. If they have objections about so many people going to Cancun, here's what you're going to say. That is our work leadership experience. But a trip like Machu Picchu is only going to have, I think, like 20 people, or Greece is like 35. Iceland is like 50. So take the objections out of it. If someone says, I don't want to be traveling with a ton of people, say you're not going to have to. When I travel to X, I hung out with people doing this. So make sure that you take the objections for people when they say that kind of thing, that you're taking that out of it. And then you want to use urgency with the trips like Barcelona or Miami Food and Wine Festival. Who went last year to Miami Food and Wine Festival? Was that incredible or what? And then trips like Playa del Carmen or the Nashville Music Awards. Who loves country music? So when you guys see this, that there's only 22 people needed left to activate these, you look and you say, what can I do to promote that? One, you can start teasing it on social media. You can start teasing only a few days left. Who loves country music? Or ask the questions of who's always wanted to go to Barcelona? Who wants it? So you can look at the list and be able to see that, and then be ready to ask them, are you ready to get started on one of our levels of membership or becoming a promoter, so you can take advantage of this experience, because they can't take advantage of it unless they are a member. And so these are the ones that are going to be closing out soon. How I look at those is when they're going to close out, you want to be able to say, listen, this is where you have posture and urgency that the company basically gives us just by doing our job, that you're able to have your own posture and urgency, because they're going to close out no matter what. And then if they don't see something on their list, then say, listen, we have a forum that's active. Our company adds trips all the time. What are ones you personally want to go on? Because we have power in saying where someone wants to go. If there's a group of people that want to go to Big Sur, or there's a group of people that want to go to Alaska, like Nick mentioned, that is where they would use the forum, and they would be able to suggest other locations of where they want to go. So what I just wanted to make sure you guys reiterate is, number one, take personal ownership of the couple locations you personally are going to go. What are going to go in Cancun, and then you want to be able to actually master those details of ones that you're sharing with people that they would want to go on as well. And then figure out what are the 2 things. If you have not had your own grand opening, which means your own meetup, your own virtual meetup, you're going to be taught how to do that. This week is the best week for you to do that. You need to do it now, and you need to be able to have people joining and going on these experiences and pledging, because they can't go unless they are a member with us. So you want to make sure that they know that is, oh, now I'm, okay, Rod, you're gonna have to help me go backwards. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So you're gonna want to make sure that they know how to do that as well. So number 1, it was personal ownership. Number 2 was your own personal promoting and making sure that you now know how to teach, because the larger organization that you have, you're going to have to teach them our product, and that is the Live List and the Live membership. And so being able to really lead with an an experience. Where do they want to go? Get them dreaming. And so that they have, what are their top 3 places that they are going to want to go? Teach them the whole point of posture and urgency. What's awesome is that the live list is created where when things are selling out, it gives you the natural urgency and posture to say, this is going to sell out if you're not actually going, you know, if you're not a member yet, you then can't attend. We want you to be a member so you can come with us. And then learning to ask them for the close. Which membership level would you like to get started? You know, VIP allows you to literally, you know, set it and forget it. It's less than a cup of Starbucks, truly less than a Starbucks for you to be able to go on a live list trip. If you just set your membership and forget it and pick one that you're going to go to, just by doing that, you'll be able to go on one experience a year just by being a VIP member, you guys. And then the larger team that you want to have, you're going to have to teach others about how they're going to promote this, how they're going to promote and share the list to pick 2. And then the value of retention. I haven't seen anything like this, where just by choosing a trip, they're going to then be on membership for the next 6 months. And you can be committed and excited with them. If they're going to, you know, Greece in August, how long do you have to keep them connected and excited to the membership? Because then they're going to go with you to Greece. And that gives you like a 9-month plan of people staying on the membership. And then last but not least, where do they want to go if it's not on our experience list, to go to the forum and do that as well. So you guys, this list, I could not be more grateful to this company than to be able to have created something where we now get to live our life our own way. We get to travel and experience that and share that with others, basically get paid to have fun, and then teach others to do the same things.